Okay, back with more Outcast. I had to leave myself a ton of notes last episode because there's a lot going on in this game from 1999. Last time I was playing, I crashed right before getting the objective I was trying to do. So it's probably going to take me a second to get my sea legs back, but I need to find this guy named Elot somewhere nearby and kill any enemies in the area, so I'm going to do my best to do that here. We want to ask about locate Holland, right? We specifically want Elot. And if he knows, he's in a point.
Have you seen Ilot?
I saw him northwest of here a short time ago. Walk many steps in that direction.
Thanks, dog. Okay. We might get killed here. I think these guys are coming to attack me. Yeah. They're red Talon, which are the bad kind. Helpful Russian alien. Anywhere I see these red dots, I have to be careful. Oh, jeez. I might need to load again. I just aggroed like everybody in town. I don't have a ton of ammo either. Let's see, try my best. Game audio is maybe a touch loud here too when I'm in combat, so I'll try turning it down. I recall we had an issue where like the voice acting is pretty quiet and I don't have any way to adjust it, so audio, the music might just be a bit loud. I actually be able to do this. Let's see. Can eventually kill all these guys, and they'll leave me alone. Well, they'll have to leave me alone because they'll be dead. I don't think there's an infinite number of these red guys spawning, is my point. Nastier guys. Nastier abilities, like that one. Quite a bit harder to dodge. And like the game's sound effects are significantly quieter too than the music. I can barely hear them right now. Oh, I can upgrade that? Okay, that's good to know. I have to reload pretty frequently. Alright. Now, hold on. I want to be able to loot some of that stuff. I have to look at my notes to figure out how to loot, because I think it's a complicated button press. E probably, just pick it up. Oh shit, oh shit. That guy is not a friend. Get him? You know more? Okay. You just walk over stuff to loot it? Okay, that's cool. I don't see any more red guys. Does stuff despawn after a second if I don't pick it up right away? Metal detected. Gotcha. Money, money, money. Alright, so we have to do F2 to pull out my save crystal and then E to use my save crystal. Hopefully the game doesn't crash here, and then let's keep going. Let's go this way. I guess we'll do counterclockwise. Post-battle. Okay. Let me try to find this guy I was looking for then. Doesn't drop loot until you put him out of his misery. I see. I'm having lots of timer problems lately. Thank
Have you
you.
seen Ilot?
You want that Talan there?
I need to update live split. What's up?
Have you seen Ilot?
Him right over there, Ulukai.
Right over there. Great.
Are you Ilot?
Yes, that is I. Are you looking for Narn as well?
Yeah, do you know where he is?
Like I tell soldiers, I have not seen him in many moons. Now I must work.
I really need to find your brother.
I want nothing more than his safe return. But I fear that if I do not finish my field on time, I will be beat more very soon.
That sucks.
If only a Shamaz could come heal me, I could finish my field with no problem.
Okay, so I think I have some Shamazes way back. Want to look at my quest list. Find a Shamaz to heal Elot. Okay. So let's loot the stuff that's up here, where all these enemies were a second ago. I probably need to go to the blacksmith to buy more ammo, because I used a ton of ammo fighting those guys. Alright, so let's save again since we talked to him. We're gonna have to click to confirm, which is a little confusing. Ilots. There's still some chests over here somewhere. I can't open these boxes, right? Check this down. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I was trying to grab the stuff that was on the ground a second ago. Right, so made a note of what the different colors are for different characters. I think this is the Shamaz guy. Yo. Why don't you heal me, because that's free.
Could you heal me?
Of course, Ulukai. Now be more careful.
I need your help. Can you heal Ilot for me?
Again, the soldiers of Croax beat him.
Looks that way.
They constantly look for Narn. Every worker not in the rice field means they lose their quota for rice for the soldiers. When that happens, the soldiers become weaker. But let us not delay.
Weaker, huh?
Alright, let us not delay. I have to wait for this animation to clear. Okay. I'll see if he's following me now. I think we're okay. Let me try talking to the blacksmith who's here in this town somewhere. Can you make ammo? So my current gun is R to review guns, HK P12. So, okay,
Excuse me, pal. Can you make these?
Yes, Ulukai.
You will need to bring me these objects.
Okay. Number of ammo boxes.
Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these, yes. Please give me some time.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll be back. Head back to Elot. Can I see my own health somewhere? Let's see what Reese stands for. Cultivated vegetable. It's basically rice. Okay. Yo.
Excuse me, pal. You feel better?
Oh yes, thank you so much, Ulukai. I will be able to finish my field on time, maybe even help another Talon with his.
Glad to hear it. Now, about your brother.
2 moons ago, Narn's best friend, Lam, was sick. He was not able to finish his field. Croax found out and had Lam reverted.
For being sick?
No, for not finishing his field. The soldiers depend on
Well,
the
he was
risk
supposed to
that we
physically
supply
travel to
them
him, but it
remain
still marked it
strong.
complete.
Lam was only ill 1 moon. Still, Croax had him reverted.
And Narn?
He went crazy with rage. I have never seen a Talon get so upset. He ran off in search of the Mon, which he believes is a powerful weapon of the Yads. I fear he intends to poison his essence by reverting Croax himself.
1.1 makes it easier.
Do you know where Narn is?
I do not,
We're still
Ulukai,
working on a remake of this game,
but
right? We were
I
talking
did
about that
see
last
him
time.
Last moon. He talked a bit about discovering the secret of the 4 temples, and it having something to do with the essence idols, but I know nothing about these stories.
Who would?
Narn spoke of talking with Shamaz Mazum at the Temple Eloi. You should maybe try there. It is north of the Temple Fey.
Thanks. What is an essence idol, by the way?
I do not know, Ulukai, but the 2 wrist counters near the waters of the Temple Fey can tell you more about them, I think. I hear them talk of them sometimes.
Alright, that'll have to do.
Oh yes, Ulukai. You may want to bring a Magua with you when you visit him. I hear the Shamaz is very tired from healing Talon this moon.
Magua, you say? I don't know that I know the word Magua yet. Okay. So... Risk counters know about essence idols. Bring Magua to help Shamaz Mazum. Speak to Shamaz Mazum about Narn. Oh, it's out now? Is it any good? Talked to Ilot.
Have you any idea where Shamaz Mazum is?
Near the Temple Eloi is where I believe the Shamaz is this moon, Ulukai. The temple is to the north, far from the Temple Fey.
Thanks.
Do you know something about Magua?
It is very rare. Only soldiers are allowed to have them. But Logar has been known to take what the soldiers have.
Okay, making notes.
Rice.
Magua is rare. Soldiers have it.
Can you give me any info on the soldiers here?
They patrol the paths of the fields, and most are found in the Temple Fey. But a few moons ago, some farmers tried to destroy some stored in the village, And now Croax has put many soldiers around their storage houses.
Tell me a bit about Riss.
The fields all
Riz.
around Shamaz are where we grow Riss. But most Talan will never get to eat much, for Croax takes it all for his soldiers to eat. They use it to remain strong.
Know where I can find a Riss counter?
Yes, Mar is the leader of Shamazar and the head risk counter. But there are two others who are to the southwest of the Temple Fae, near the water. I think these two act strange.
Mar. About Mar.
What can you tell me about
Bioris.
Poor Dammar. He is leader
Collect the
of all
skibidi.
Shamazar only because Croax can control him.
Just looking for Mar. Also looking for Logar. Narn is Mazum. Risk counter. Okay.
Do you know where Mar is?
You want to go south to find him. I no see him from here, but last was south.
Okay. This is really impressive as a extremely early open world game. I think you were saying last time that this game like barely ran or didn't run on modern machines when it came out. That's part of why it failed.
Come here a second, would you? Do you know where Mar is?
That is him right there.
Just point it. Okay. Get this loot real quick. Excuse me, what can you tell me about the four voodoo?
Yo, Shorty.
Shorty?
Do you know where Mar is?
You want that Talan there?
Victim of its own ambition.
Yo, Shorty. Do you know where Mar is?
Literally taller than me.
You want that Talan there?
Come here a second, would you? Is there anything useful you can tell me about the soldiers?
Most Talan are afraid of the soldiers. I can always tell when a patrol is coming, because the Talan near them begins to walk away from them.
Doesn't sound like they like the soldiers, Mar.
I do not know why. Soldiers like Mar. I help them find workers who are sick or tired.
The main character of this game gives me really strong, like, 50s sci-fi vibes.
Have you any idea what kind of food resources Faerun has overall?
Soldiers are strong. I do not like them.
Bayron's
strong.
the asshole.
What about the soldiers' weapons?
Weapons of soldiers, really strong.
What about the soldiers' morale?
What is morale?
Mar, is there any way I could convince you to stop your Riss production?
No, I do not think other Talan will follow their great leader Mar on this.
Why?
They all speak quietly of wanting to see the Essence Stone returned. I have never seen stone either. Mar wants to see pretty stone.
About the Essence Stone.
Who do I ask about this Essence Stone?
Speak with Zeo about that.
Okay. Mar wants Essence Stone, wants me to talk to Zeo. Okay.
What can you tell me about Shamazar?
Ever since Mar was put in charge, there are less Guardian and soldier fights.
Why is that?
Because friend Croax knew I am very smart, and I could make it.
Do I have the ability to
nicer on
upgrade my
Shamaz.
pistol yet, or does
He
that
did.
require an
He
NPC other
also
than the
said
blacksmith?
something. What was it? That Mar was least likely to incite an uprising, whatever that means.
Okay, now I get it.
See, Mar is good for Shamazar.
And the other Talan, how do they feel about you being in charge?
They say that Mar not really in charge, but if Mar not in charge, why I get to wear red outfit?
Oh, NPCs sell
what
them?
do you do?
Do I count risk when it comes in for the soldiers?
And?
Nothing else, just this.
A lot to do, I see.
Oh yes. Oh, and I also tell friend Croax how many Talan not finished their work with the recent moon. He always want to know that.
What happens to these workers?
I think they get other job in another place. They never come back after that moon.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, would I like, if I wanted to try to find someone to upgrade my stuff, would I find them in like an obvious shop building? Can't interact with that. I'm gonna check if the blacksmith's done with my order. This guy's walk cycle.
Are you finished yet?
I am. May these help you in your quest, Urukai.
Thanks, dog. Reesh. Okay, that's substantially more ammo. Wandering merchants in the desert region. Okay. Yeah, I think I found the teleporter for that a while ago. Let's see. Risk counters know about essence idols. Bring Magua to help Shaman Mazum. Speak to Shaman Mazum about Narn. Tell me Logar may know where to get Magua. Okay. Try to find Logar.
Can I ask you something? Where can I find Logar?
Go northeast from this spot, Urukai. He was in that direction.
Thank you. These guys are so helpful. True. Assume it's still northeast from here, but I'll check.
Where can I find Logar?
Find him to the northeast of me. Walk many steps in that direction.
Thanks. Can do. This little ferry. That's cool. See more bad guys over that way. Red Talon. Save really quick. Oh, I may have just triggered combat shit. Okay, well. Let's see what happens here. Oh, is this the temple proper? Okay. Oh god, so many guys here. Okay. Might just be in like the village all the way in the northeast corner. Seeing them pop in and out of existence is funny. We're gonna go all the way around. I love all the attention to like having all the NPCs be able to give you directions to people you want to talk to. This game is nothing like Shenmue, but it kind of feels like Shenmue, where it's like insanely scoped. It's completely wild that like the game even got released at all. Oh shit, don't fall in the water. I don't think I'd die in the water, but... Okay, they did teach me swimming controls earlier, but I remember it being like really janky. Let me see, I don't know if I wrote all of that down. I do have a control list, but it's not very correct. Maybe there's like set places where I can get back on land. Piss off the civilians, they stop giving you directions. That's interesting. Probably climb up that staircase over there. Okay, cool. These guys are all aggro. I'm gonna try to just run past them here. Excuse me. Nothing to see here. Bye. Come on, you can make it up the stairs. I believe in you. You can do it. God. Those fish do attack me, it seems like. Gotta be other stairs I can take somewhere. There we go, first try. Hey. Alright, now let's save. Talk to some of these folks. Yeah, no kidding. Where's Logar?
Where can I find Logar?
Go northwest from me, Urukai. He is there, I think, but I cannot see him now.
Thanks, bud. Northwest. I'm not even warmed up. The big guy here. Got him. You said they die on their own eventually, right? there a button I have to press to mercy kill them? There we go.
Hello there, working hard?
Hurry up! Ulukai, I am very happy to have seen you, but I have to work or the soldiers will be angry with me. Maybe our boss can help you. Hurry up!
Yeah, where's your boss?
How you doing?
I am happy to have seen you, Ulukai. You will have to excuse us, but we have had an accident here at the temple car, and we must clear it soon, or the soldiers will be very upset.
What happened?
So, what happened?
Ulukai, I do not know what to do. We are all so afraid. The soldiers will return soon to make us go back to our fields. But if we do not have this cleared up by then, we will be in a lot of trouble.
Is that so?
Yes. We had just finished repairing the temple car when we heard a terrible noise from the Gorgor in the waters behind the temple. We were scared, and the rocks fell. Thank the Yods no one was hurt, but that will not be the case if the soldiers come and see this mess.
Can I help?
What can I do to help?
Oh no, Ulukai. Do not spend your precious time on our mistake. We must clean this ourselves. You have blessed us enough with your presence here.
Are you sure?
Yes, I just wish the Yods would help us by throwing down a piece of dynamite to blow that accident into many little pieces.
Roger, got it.
Why don't you get your men out of there?
Why, Ulukai? We have much work to do.
I'm gonna see if I can speed it up for you. I'm gonna try and clear that accident.
If anyone can do it quickly, it is you, Ulukai. Leave this area! Ulukai wants to do something! Hurry up!
Yeah, I think I do have a little dynamite thing. They want me to blow this up, I assume. Okay, so this might take me a second to figure out. Let's save. Dynamite. Okay, so it's F for the inventory. You have one dynamite. Don't know that I know how to use it. Shoot it once I drop it? Is that how it works? I don't think I've been prompted to do that yet. Let me Google it. Outcast 1.1, how to use dynamite. How to use dynamite. Oh, I need to have a detonator. So I press E to drop it. And then... oh, it might work if I just shoot it. You see what happens if I, like, die here. Okay. Let's just do it right away if I can just shoot it. I don't know that I saved the button for first person view. See if F1 tells me. Right control. Okay. So F, dynamite, E, right control. No, it's something else. Try to find it here. Oh, I actually found a volumes thing. Oh, but this doesn't include... this is the problem, because it doesn't include voice acting. Turn the music down, I can turn everything else up, I guess. I assume voice acting counts as sound effects. That was just from like mashing random shit, so maybe that's good. I'll try turning that up then. Which button could it be?
Explosive detected.
Hurry up!
Home and page down, page up.
Lift those rocks, hurry!
I just zoom all the way in, I guess. Maybe that's what we want to do.
Lexicon accessed. Explosive detected.
First try.
Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
You're welcome.
Key detected.
I cleared that accident for you.
Yes, you have done a great thing here this moon, Urukai. I only wish now we did not have to return to our fields. I am very tired.
It is left control, not right control. Okay, thanks.
Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
Okay, I need to adjust the sounds again. It's a little too loud now. Where was that? Somewhere on the right side of my keyboard. Oh, okay. Oh, I have to adjust it with WASD, so I can't really get fine control over it. Oh boy. Tried that. Don't be stuck now. Uh-oh, I might be stuck. No, I made it out. Hey! Alright, everything's fine. You can bust pots open, right? Now I can barely hear it. That's so weird. Okay, can take some falling damage. Gotta be careful about that. Let's put this shit away. Let's look at the map here. Keep trying to find this Logar guy. Let me save really fast. Okay. Click. Dynamite clear. Wait, I feel like I tried this already because now I can barely hear the... Let's see what happens if I turn that up. Is that under music? Sorry, it's really loud now. Just give me a sec. Maybe it's ambient volume? There's like a little computer voice that says vegetation's detected, but I can barely hear it in my ears, so it's probably inaudible on stream. Try to find the shaman of this area. Where's Logar?
Pardon me, buddy. Where can I find Logar?
Him right over there, Ulukai.
Thanks, bud. Oh, are you Logar?
Are you Logar?
Ah, Ulukai! What brings you to this
Still working on the
moon?
audio balance, y'all.
I need to
Sorry.
get some magua.
Kind of all over the
I
place.
see the other talent I sell to talk more than they should. Very well. I do have a magua I can sell.
What's the damage?
For you this moon, I do this favor. But tell no one I have given this for such a low Zorkin rate.
100 Zorkins, yes.
Sure, I can do that.
Then you have my last magua. I know that I can trust you to remain quiet about this. Magua are only to be owned by soldiers, and I could get into trouble if they knew I had some.
No problem, bud. Okay. So, next up, we got the Magua. We can bring it to Shaman Mazum. Or Shamaz Mazum.
Can I see you for a second? Have you any idea where Shamaz Mazum is?
Near the Temple Eloise is where I believe the Shamaz is this moon, Ulukai. The temple is to the north, far from the Temple Fae.
Thanks, bud. Alright. Y'all got any Shamaz near here in general?
What?
Oops, I didn't mean to do. Yeah, if there is a Shamaz here, I don't know their name. Know what they look like. Save once the Logar quest is done. I should save frequently because I know the game can crash occasionally. Okay. It's kind of interesting having hostile enemies all around the map. Just having all the soldiers working alongside the non-hostile Talons.
Come here a second, would you?
Come here a second, would you?
Hi there.
My tired eyes look upon the Ulukai, no?
That's me.
So I've been told.
My essence sings inside, but I fear I must rest now.
Rest? Can you give me some info first?
I would be most happy to, Ulukai, but I have healed many this moon, and I can do little to stay awake.
Can I get you anything?
If you were to find a Magua, I might be able to regain some of my
I got you,
essence.
bud.
Look to the farmers in the wrist.
I guess that's because you could technically talk to him. You could just stumble into him and get this quest without getting pointed to him elsewhere. That's cool.
About that magua.
That's very
Have you found
Shenmue
one?
as well.
Yep, sure do.
Great. May I have it now?
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you.
I bet he'll get high on this. What the fuck?
Tastes good, does it?
No, it is a little flat. Now, what questions do you have, Ulukai?
Can you heal me, please?
Could you heal me now?
Yes, yes, of course.
Thanks, bro. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go.
I was told by Ilot that his brother Narn may have come to see you.
Oh yes, Ulukai. That poor Talon. It makes my essence hurt to see one with such anger inside him. He was here 2 moons ago.
What was he looking for?
None believes the story that these 4 essence temples all have a secret. I have heard these stories myself, but I
I
have
love the way it,
never
like,
discovered if they were true.
warps
Did
his
he learn
face to
anything
get him to
by
talk.
seeing you?
No, I do not think so. Oh, but he did ask to see my Sankra tablet.
Tancred tablet.
What is this about a Sankra tablet?
Narn wanted to find out if I really had the Sankra tablet, which I did. I have it hidden in my home back in the village.
What is on this tablet?
The path of the Sankra is drawn on it. When the essences of Adelpha flow in a
Self was the
certain
planet we're
path
on, I think.
that causes chaos, that is the Sankra.
So he went and got it?
I do not know. I sent him to go see Mar, the chief of the village. I have been trying to gain Mar's trust. When I gave him the key, I wanted to see if I had succeeded yet.
Succeeded in what?
Mar harms other Talon without knowing it. He is very simple, but his essence is pure. I am trying to see if I can convince him that Croax is not his friend, and that he is only using Mar to control the Talon here.
Why do you have to hide this tablet?
Feyran wants to be the only being that Talon learn from.
Oh, okay.
He only keeps us few Shamaz alive to heal his workers. But go see Mar and tell him to get the tablet for you. Maybe it will help.
Okay, Mar tablet. So he's gonna want the Essence Stone, presumably. I actually was just talking to him on the other side of the world. It's funny that it's sending me to him now.
Could you explain the Sankra to me?
I would be happy to, Ulukai, but I think it would be much easier if I could show you on the tablet.
Can't you just tell me?
I have forgotten it, Ulukai.
You what?
It has been hundreds
It's
of
funny.
moons since I last studied the tablet, and I always get one part confused. Please bring it here, and I can refresh my memory.
All right. Temple secret.
What is the story of the temple's secret?
Before, all 4 temples were the same shape and size. When Feyran took power, he forced all Talon here to rebuild the Temple Fey. During that time, it is said that a Shamaz worked with the builder of the Temple Fey and created a system of locks.
Locks? To open what?
It is not known, Ulukai. Narn believed the Mon and the secrets were connected somehow. In the story, each temple has a lock which requires
Totally not going to
some
be
type
a
of
thing I have to do in the game.
What that key is,
The temples
and
have
where that lock may
locks
be,
with
I
keys.
do not know.
Well, it's a start.
The only place to even put something is the offering plate below each essence
Below
symbol
essence
at the top
symbols.
of these 3 lesser
Top
temples.
of 3 lesser temples. Okay. Sure, that's never going to come up again. What about essence idols?
What info do you have on the essence idols?
Very little, but I hear that a Shamaz gave them to the farmers to hide. The Talon who count the risks for Croax know most about what happens with the farmers. Maybe they know.
Talk to risk counters to know more about essence idols.
Can you explain the essences to me?
Yes, Ulugai. It is important for you to understand this. There are 4 types of essences inside.
I think I already knew
each
about
Talon.
this. I have this written down, the
We
different
become
colors.
converted by this essence at a certain age by standing next to the well of essence. After this, we discover what we have become.
What are the 4 types?
There is the essence Fey, which all soldiers are, and most of the Dolotai Guardians were. although now the Guardians are all different types of essence, since most of the original Guardians have been reverted. The Fey Talon can use his essence like a weapon, sending energy from himself.
And the others?
The Ka essence allows a Talon to become a Shamaz, one who can use his essence to heal. The essence Elui gives the Talon the ability to become smarter or more creative. Most merchants and creators are Elui Talon. And the last one is what most Talon are blessed with, the Ganda essence. This essence gives the Talon great
Those are the ones
and
are...
the ability to work
Ganda
for
is blue,
long
but also
periods
Eloy
of
is
time.
blue. It's different shades of blue. Okay, that should be fine. I guess I can ask about the barrier.
What can you tell me about that barrier?
Only that Fei Ran created it, and it has kept out all who have tried to enter.
What is beyond it?
A breeding
Great
and
question.
training camp for Ventilopes. Croax's Ventilope trainers live there as well.
Any way to get around it?
Not that I know of yet, Urukai. The Ventilope are a terror in the sky for all who oppose the will of Fei Ran.
Okay. So let's save again. We talked to Shaman guy. So now... Find them on, find and stop Nar, he knows. Mazum wants me to go back to... It doesn't give me it in the quest list here, but it wants me to go back to Mar. Well, that's a bit of a hike, but I should be able to make that happen. Like I have an easy way out of here, actually. Thank you for the heal earlier. Try to get up there. It looks like there's some loot where that guy is. Right now my main objective is to get back where Mar is. A lot of enemies in this town over here. Oh, geez. Super aggroed. Oh, there is a compass at the top of the screen. Let me write that down because I've just been trying to remember the basic orientation of the map. I don't need to memorize that. I can just look at the compass. Okay, hold on. There is a compass at top of screen. Okay. I see. Just don't like them. Everything's fine. Getting eaten by spiders. Okay. I guess in order to have the voice acting be audible enough for stream, everything else has to be like almost completely silent, sadly. I want to shoot these guys. They're my friends. Gotta hoof it all the way back in that direction. Hopefully Zio is not a guy I just left behind. Oh, it might. Based on the audio, how close it is to the character. I see. What's up, y'all?
Pardon me, buddy. We're trying to find Zio.
He is at the Well of Essence. Look to the far northeast of the Temple Fae.
Okay. So I need him for what I think is an unrelated quest with Mar. So let me talk to Mar first and see what he wants from me.
Do you know where Mar is?
Last saw him west from me, but that was long time past. Maybe your journey takes you in that direction.
Thanks. Yep. Seems to be the case. I think his thing is because it says stop risk production, and I don't think I have anything that explicitly makes me want to stop risk production. Is it just that doing that makes the enemy soldiers weaker or something?
Can I ask you something? I was told by Shamaz Mazum to come and see you about a tablet.
Does it only make the enemies weaker, or does it affect any of the
Yes, I met with him.
civilians?
Is he not the best? He's the only Talon who says he likes Mar. Well, friend Croax does too.
That's great, Mar. About that tablet.
Yes, it is in a box in the Mazum's home. I will bring it out for you.
Thanks. One box I've seen a bunch of times, presumably. Okay. Well, I have to go back there and bring it back to him anyway, so I can talk to Zio while I'm out there. Big chest. How to open the chest.
Can you open this chest?
I wish that I could, Kuruloi. I think I leave Zorkins in it the last time I open it.
Why can't you?
You promise not to tell friend Mazum?
What?
I lose his key many moons ago.
Oh, that would be helpful.
I have looked for it, but I cannot find it anywhere.
Great. Now what can I do, Mar?
Oh, I know. You can open it with the loud sound that the dynamite makes. That works for rocks. It will work for box.
Shouldn't have
'cause
wasted
they
my
sound
one
the same.
dynamite charge.
Mar is highly smart.
About dynamite.
What can you tell me about dynamite, Mar?
Oh, it makes such a loud sound when it works. I do not like loud sounds.
That's too bad. Do you know where any are?
Any what?
Dynamite.
He's so mean to this
No.
guy.
Oh, but I think the Guardians do.
Why is that?
Frank Croax always talk about how they are stealing his dynamite and using them to destroy his things, like the boat around the Temple Fae. The Guardians are not nice for making Frank Croax upset.
Do you know where they hide the dynamite, Mar?
No, But I hear some of the other risk counters talking about it. They work near the waters of the Temple Fairies Moon.
Sweet, thanks. All right, so I need dynamite to open the chest. I'll be real careful because that does not all get written down for me. All right, so let me save and write that down. Need dynamite. Blow up chest in Southwest Village. To get a tablet to bring to Shamaz guy in Northeast. Okay. I'm just confirming I do not have dynamite anymore. I'll talk to some dudes about that. Yo. He does not have anything to say about dynamite. Okay. So you said there's certain locked storehouses that have teleporters that make getting around the map more easy. Do you know an example of the location of one? I wouldn't mind going and try to find it. I already have 3 right now. So what do they just go to towns that I've already visited? Oh, is it not in my inventory? Oh, so if you place them, you can just freely teleport back to that location? That seems pretty helpful. Probably just find dynamite at like a storehouse somewhere, I'm assuming. So I could like place one in that village and just be able to fast travel there. It doesn't cost me anything to fast travel there once I've placed it. Guys, the F links. Oh, I see. So I have a 3 horizontal lines teleport. I can activate it and then teleport back to it whenever. A 3 vertical lines teleport and a square teleport. I understand now. Okay. Let me make a note about that. F-Link is a unique teleporter. You can drop each in an area and then use again to return. Can you move it once you place it? Or is it permanently placed? Said I used my dynamite on a side quest earlier. Let's see if there's loot over here. There's some dynamite. Nice. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. You can manually pick it up to move it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that town. I'll make a fast travel spot at that town. Then I can make another one in the northwest town on the other side of the map. Is 3 the maximum number of F-links I can get? It is nice to have dynamite again. Do enemy groups respawn and like resources that I pick up on the map respawn ever? I have to go. I have to teleport back to the thing and pick it up. So if I end up visiting the desert area later, I'm gonna need to pick up all my teleporters from here to bring them to the desert so I can use them there. Since I can't teleport directly between zones like you were saying. And the patrols respawn, okay. I'm gonna spawn right by the Shamaz guy because he can heal me. Let's try this. Boom! But I didn't destroy the thing inside of it. Okay, stone tablet kit. Use dynamite on the chest. Give me a heal, man.
Pardon me, buddy. Could you heal me?
Of course, Ulukai. Now be more careful.
Thanks, dude. Okay. You have 3 now. Press to drop, can reactivate, teleport. Can pick up. If you visit a new zone, you need to pick up teleporters to use them there. Okay, cool. So I have one right there, right? So theoretically, if I test it here and I go to 3 vertical lines. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Shoot. How can I pick it back up? Oh, I see. I get different things here. So this is a teleport. Gotcha. And when I do that, it picks it up. Thank you for telling me. I would not have guessed that that's what that did. I just have to drop it again whenever I teleport to it, which is fine. Okay, so we go... So 3 horizontals equals Southwest Village near Shamaz. Okay. Drop again after teleporting. Great. Well, that's a substantial time save. All right, let's go back to the guy all the way on the other side of the map. We'll make a teleporter this time. I must have just found that storehouse. How many of these zones are there roughly? And I've been here and I've been to the desert, but it seems like there's a decent number of other big zones too. Which probably should fight those guys because it looks like they have more stuff that I'm going to need later. All right, hell yeah. Loot for days. Oh, I see. Normally you would just walk over it to pick it up. Gotcha. Some more spider silk. Okay, that's pretty substantial. Got him. Weird thing to try to climb, but okay. There is something behind the temple up here that I might want to go for. What am I doing on ammo? Ooh, I'm pretty low. Okay, so I'll make sure I request some more from the blacksmith. This jumping sound effect is very funny.
Can I ask you something? Greetings.
And welcome to you, Ulukai. I
Oh,
am Zio, the
sure.
caretaker
Totally meant to talk
of
to
the
you.
Well of Essence.
What is the Well of Essence?
The Well of Essence is where all Talan children come to be converted into an adult Talan. They stand near the well, and the raw essence energy
That's
that
cool.
comes from the very heart of Adelpha itself flows through them.
That's not dangerous.
Oh no, Ulukai. It is very pleasant actually. After this is the only time a Talan will understand the true essence that they are. I was converted into a Elwi Talan on my conversion moon and have been blessed with the assignment of caring for the Well of Essence since then.
Can you become another essence by standing near the well again?
No, the well does not give a random essence to a Talan. It only activates the sleeping one inside a child.
Makes sense.
Say, Zio, I've been meaning to ask this. How come I've not seen any children around?
We didn't want to model
there is
them.
a simple reason for this, Ulukai. They are all safely guarded by the female
Okay.
Talan in Kizar, an island very far from the region of Okazankar.
It's fun. It's like, I think it was Anachronox I played that came out around the same time as this, where like all the children were just like adult models that were shrunk down.
Why are there no females around?
Ah, yes, the females. I miss them.
Couldn't afford voice
I cannot
actors.
wait for the next time of mating. I feel lucky this time.
What are you talking about? Where are they?
Oh yes, the female Taran all live together on a large island called Kizar. Every few hundred moons, they open the doors to their island and all the males drop what they are doing and head for the island. You have to leave from the city of Sayana in Okazankar to get there, but you never travel there before then. The only male allowed to go before that time is a Shamaz.
What happens then?
We males gather together and try to prove our worth to the
I love this
females.
game is
They
essentially
watch
like
us and pick from the group the ones
BioWare
they
lore
want.
dumps the game. It's
Once?
great.
Like more than one?
The box art makes it gets to be
Yes.
all this like crazy
They can do
shooting
what they
combat, but
like.
it's mostly talking to
For
people about
5
their
moons
culture. It's
only
fun.
this happens. Then all men are made to leave the island, taking with us the children from the island that are ready to undergo conversion.
What happens to the ones who are not picked?
The females kill them.
Damn.
What?
No, I only make a joke, Urukai. They are made to watch after the children, which I am sure is just as fun as getting picked by a female.
You've never been picked?
Ulukai, we Talan never ask such questions. That is very rude.
You've never been picked.
I have been sick.
Every time?
I do not want to talk about
It's like
it.
Zoidberg.
I can see why. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
God.
What is the history of this well of essence?
The well of essence has been used by all Talan for countless thousands of moons. The first ever Talan to receive his essence here we call the first Talan. He came to the well, curious as to what was inside it. When he stood close, the essence energy that comes from inside washed over him, converting him into a Ka Talan.
How did he know?
Soon after this, he was able to use his new essence to heal another Talan. Later, all Talan began to go to the well. They discovered that Talan who were under a certain age could not get their essence yet. So now we hold a conversion ceremony with Talan children, only when they are ready.
I had a conversion ceremony like that too, only it was in the back seat of a Ford Mustang.
All Talan used to look forward to standing on the very stone that the first Talan stood upon to receive his essence. But that stone, the Essence Stone, has been taken by Croax.
Why did Croax take the Essence Stone?
Croax is a power-hungry Talan. He thinks that by possessing the Essence Stone and praying with it at the Temple Fae, he can convince the Yod Fae to deliver him more soldiers during the conversion ceremony.
Has it worked?
I do not think so. He keeps it hidden outside the Temple Fae someplace. If anyone were able to return the stone to me, the soldiers would be quite upset.
Upset?
Yes, they all consider it to be their own personal stone to the Yods. Were it to disappear, the soldiers would lose much
The
heart.
idea of like soldiers
Also,
having
the
morale
workers of
is
Shamazar
a
would be
very
extremely
ambitious
happy.
mechanic for
Anything to
1999. It's an
return
ambitious
our lives
mechanic
to
for right now, to
normal
be honest.
would be a welcome change.
I think Kojima's really into.
Dropping any hints, are we, Zio?
Oh no, Ulukai. I am thinking out loud.
Right. T. So, Essence Stone. Said the name of a person I could get it from.
Why did Croax take...
Croax. Croax has the Essence Stone. Hey, what's up? Croax.
Yo, Shorty. Is there anything you can tell me about Croax?
When he began meeting with Feyran all those moons ago, no Talan could have imagined how much sorrow those two would cause. I hear Croax has a special essence power that makes him very hard to revert, but I have not heard more about it.
Have you any idea where Shamaz Mazum is?
Near the temple Eloise is where I believe the Shamaz is this moon, Ulukai. The temple is to the north, far from the temple Fey.
Okay. Oh, and it puts a little marker on the map where your fast travel points are. Okay. Let me make a note about that. Fast travel spots are marked on map. There's our boy. Got your tablet, dude.
I got your tablet.
Great, thank you, Ulukai. I trust Mar was able to get it for you with no problem.
Bit of a problem.
Yeah, he was a big help.
Great. I shall say a special blessing for his essence. I knew he was the right Talon to trust.
Now, about that Sankra symbol.
Oh yes. Well, as you will see, the 4 points of the symbol each represent one of the 4 essences of the Talon. The path between them is shown here, and we call it Sankra, or Chaos.
Why?
When the essences follow this path between each other, all Talons suffer. You will see this better if I draw the essence symbols on the tablet for you.
Thanks.
Narn thought that the temple secret and Sankra pattern were connected in some way. I wonder if the essence idols have anything to do with it. Here you go, Lukai.
Essence idols, temple secret. About the tablet.
Can you tell me more about what you've drawn here?
I can try. At the top of the tablet is the symbol for the essence Fey. To the left is the essence
Top
Ka.
tablet.
At the
Goes
bottom
Fey,
is the
left
essence
is
Ganda.
Ka.
And the last
Bottom
one is
Ganda.
the essence Eloi.
And what does it mean?
The lines between the essences mean
Lines.
that when one of them tries to control the other and they all follow this path, we get Sankra or Chaos on Adelphi.
Sankra is like,
Could I have an example?
I can do better than that. I will tell you the whole
Samsara-ish.
Oh, I don't think you have to do that.
path. It would be an honor. When the Fae controls the Eloi, we get the season of no water.
Water.
When
Eloi
the Eloi
controls
controls
Ka.
the Ka,
Too much
we get
water.
the season of too much water.
You mean floods?
I do not know the Aga Khamon word for it, but it is when
Ka
everything
controls
is covered
Ganda.
in water.
Flying
When
land.
Ka controls the Ganda, we get the season of flying land.
Sounds like sandstorm to me.
And when the Ganda controls the Fae,
Let me guess. You get lava.
you understand, Ulukai?
Makes sense.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Cool. All right. What does this say now? Not a lot. Is there anything new to say about Narn? I think there's a bunch of loot down here with these guys, yeah. Save real quick. I'm mostly out of... mostly out of breadcrumbs as to where to go next. So I guess I can just run around and talk to people in different towns in the lake. Let me drop this one. Okay, cool. Shoot these guys from up here. Not bad. Ouch. There's healing right near me. Whoops, oh, that sucks. If I fall like that, it's kind of annoying to get back up. Find stairs, essentially. Guess I should just teleport back next time. Now that I know it's pretty tricky to get up there. I'll have him heal me in a second. I get all this loot. What's up? Heal me, please.
Could you heal me now?
Yes, yes, of course.
Mr. Talkative. Okay. Loot. Okay, so let's try checking this place out. So let me go there. Might not, huh? Okay, so I can't go there. Let's see. There is another town over this way. Try to do that real quick. The entire northwest section of the map, that's the barrier they've been talking about, is completely locked off. Okay. I made a note to myself about how there's a second notepad somewhere. Okay. Right, so this is, I can access the quest notes for every zone. Let's see. This is Shamaz. Okay. I'm actually pretty low on ammo. Let me go get some more really quick. So. There we go. Drop it again. talk to the blacksmith. Make these ammo 6-pack.
Can I see you for a second? Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these, yes. Please give me some time.
Thanks. Go talk to Mar again, see if he has new ideas for me.
Did Narn come to see you?
Yes, Uluvai. He was full of
Uluvai?
much anger.
Why is that?
Because Mar could not find key to friend Mazum's books. He wanted to get tablet, but I could not help him. He got angry and hit Mar.
When was he here?
Last moon. I tell friend Croax that for 2 moons, Narn not do his wish. I think Croax want to find Narn very badly now.
Me too. Mar, is there...
No, I do not think of it.
Why?
They all speak quietly of...
Okay. So if I could find someone to help me find Croax, my current... Yeah, he's not on my list of people to find.
Have you seen Narn?
No, Ulukai, but all Talan now look for him. The soldiers will harm him for...
Did speak to his brother, it didn't help.
Do you know about the Essence Stone?
I know little, Ulukai. I think that the stone Croax has maybe has a secret, but I am not sure.
You know where Croax is? I might Google it here in a second. I think that's my only remaining breadcrumb in this zone. Croax has an essence stone to bring to Marn in Southwest Village. Okay, so Outcast. Where is Croax? Don't know. Guess I could start exploring other zones. I know the Essence Stone is with Croax. He also doesn't say. Is he in the fortress in the center, maybe? The main Fey Temple?
Can I see you for a second? How's it going?
You are making my moon a great one with your presence, Ulukai. I will tell all my children of this.
Whoa, down boy. I'm curious as to what you're doing here.
I am counting risks to see how much we are making for Croax. But, and do not say this to any other Talan, I am really a Dolotai guardian. Zukrim wants to know how much risk Pharaon is getting for his forces.
I hear that you know something of the Essence Idols?
I do, Ulukai. I only wish that I was able to give them to you easily as was intended.
Was intended?
Yes. We Guardians have been hiding them for thousands of moons. To one moon give them to you. We had the best place to hide them, in each of the 4 Risk storehouses. The soldiers never went into these storehouses.
And now?
There are soldiers guarding every one. On the moon that you appeared on Adelpha, a small number of farmers became too happy and began burning the Risk at one of the storehouses, trying to weaken the soldiers.
How nice of them.
When Croax learned of this, he had 3 times the number that were involved reverted, and then posted many soldiers around the houses so it would not happen again.
And the idols are still in there, right?
Yes,
My lucky day.
all except the idol that was in the storehouse next to the village. It was discovered missing last moon. We think the soldiers must have found it and taken it into the heart of the Temple Fae. But the other 3 are in the storehouses that are surrounded by soldiers.
And have you any idea why you were guarding them for me?
No, Ulukai. I did hope that you would know already. My guess is that it has something to do with the statues at the top of the temples, since the idols are the same shape.
Find
But that is just my
storehouses with guards outside. Kill them. Get idols from storehouses. Bring 2 statues on top of temples. One of the idols is in a temple.
Where are these Risk storehouses?
I would be glad to take you there myself, Ulukai, but I would then lose my secret.
Just tell me then.
2 of them are on islands in the water around the Temple Fae. Another is to the northeast of the Temple Fae, placed in between the Temple Eloi and the Temple Ganda. The 4th one is in the village, but I think little of value is in there.
Thanks.
Be careful.
I think I
with
got
hiking
the
these
village
places,
one already.
Ulukai. They are heavily guarded.
Okay. Got it. So, let's see, did it give me... Still don't get more notepad notes, but I've written stuff down myself in my own notepad, so I should be okay. Idle hunt time. We're looking for buildings. So, islands in the water around Temple Fae. That's probably a storehouse right there. So that would make sense. Sure, I have a way to get onto the island where it is. Probably take this boat. Oh shit. Guy's boat exploded. Well, that sucks. Cross over here, it looks like. Hey, I was able to climb the staircase on the first try. What a delight. Alright. Let me quickly make another teleport here. I'll get my gun shots back here. Come on. There you go. Ammo. What I meant to say, gunshots. What the fuck? Got my shit done?
Are you finished yet?
I am. May these help you in your quest, Ulukai.
Thanks, bro. Preach. Okay. Teleport. It was this one. Okay, I'm here with ammo this time. 189. I probably still need more, to be honest, but I'll see what I can do with that. Save before I start fighting them in case things go south. Okay. Not kidding when they say heavily guarded, damn. Shoot 30 times in a row without missing any targets. It's tricky, actually. Uh-oh. Ow. Those mortar attacks are nasty. But we can here. Getting my ass kicked by these mortars. Oh, okay. It's tough. And try to focus fire the big guy, because he's the really scary enemy here. Got him. Okay, that should be easy. Oh. Everything's fine, not getting hit by a mortar anymore. That's good. Excuse me. There's a guy like right next to me, shit. We don't want to be zoomed all the way in, I guess. Ouch, ouch. Excited to upgrade my gun at some point. It's doable, it's just tricky. Okay, it's everybody? There's still a guy. Oh, he just died. Okay. I loot all this stuff, and then we'll make a fast travel. I'll go heal, and we'll come back and loot the storehouse. I guess I can do the storehouse first. I probably have to equip a key, right? Okay. Metals. Can I break these boxes open too, or just the pots? So I assume I got an idol out of all that. Let's see. One essence idol. Okay. So, making progress. So we grab this guy, drop it down. Then we grab this guy, warp back, drop it down again, and then heal.
Can I see you for a second?
I
Could you
definitely
heal
need
me?
to
Of course,
order
Urukai.
more ammo after all
Now
that.
be more careful.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Make these. Ammo 6.
Pardon me, buddy. Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these.
Okay. Give him a minute to do that. I'm all healed up. I have basically no ammo right now, right? A little bit of ammo. Not completely screwed. Okay, so F, this one. There we go. And then let's save. Idle 1 of 4. All right. So that is pretty clearly marked on the map. Is there a way for me to see a bigger map anywhere? Said northeast of Temple Fay between Eloy and Gonda. Fourth is in the village. There's 2 islands in the water around Temple Fay. I think I see it. I think it's on the opposite side of me. Okay. I'll try to go. I don't know if I can go a long way around because of the barrier. I can try. All the stuff they dropped. Cross back over here first, I think. Climb the stairs. Don't get eaten by the fish. There we go. First try. Pretty impressed at how well this is aged outside of the, like, obvious problems. I guess the main problem with it in 1999 was that it just didn't run on computers at all, right? So no one could really play it to give their honest thoughts on it. I'm trying to think of the next closest, like, landmark open world game from this era. Obviously the world's, like, pretty empty, but the same could be said of every open world game that exists right now, with, like, a couple exceptions. Probably gonna, oh god dang it. It's really easy to slightly slip down. Please tell me there's an easy way to get back up there. Oh, good. I'll make another teleporter here in a second. Need to find a way to get to that island, though. Might be a boat over there that hasn't loaded in yet. Let's see. These assholes just aggroed. All of them aggroed? Okay, I don't want that to happen. It's really hard for me to deal with that. I'm gonna try to run away for a second. Make a warp to get out of here. Thanks for letting me know about the fast travel stuff in my inventory. I didn't even realize that I had it. Okay. If you got my ammo, and then I can go try to get the jump on the mortar guy, because he's really dangerous otherwise. Probably just need to have this guy always making ammo for me.
Are you finished yet?
I am.
Thanks, bud. Preesh.
Can you make these?
Yes, Urukai.
Make these. Ammo. 6.
Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these, yes. Please give me some time.
Sure. And then I have 130 now. That should be okay. So then we go F. And we want to go back to this one. I have to actually select it. Okay. Then we're going to save before we get into a fight here. Pre-fight. Not to leave my future Marstead notes here pretty soon. Come on, get on the thing. There you go. Very challenging to get the jump on the mortar guy, turns out. Once he launches it, I just have to start moving or I'm gonna have a bad time, I think. Yeah, because I can't even use cover to avoid the mortar. Okay, I think I got him. Replacing my bot, Bucky. So I'm running them both at the same time until I can be sure they're both working. I'm out of ammo, damn. Well, that's okay though. So I got a bunch of kills. I killed the most dangerous guy. Warp out of here real quick. Pick up all the loot first. Don't let that guy get me. Bye. Nice way to escape when you're in trouble.
Are you finished yet?
I am.
Thanks, dude.
Will this be
I can...
Okay. So we drop again. I want to forget to recreate my shortcut. Might be sad. Technically not max on health, but I'm not super worried about it because I'm doing fine right now. This guy left really quick to go restock. He's gonna be mad at me for that. He had me on the ropes. Is it possible to soft lock in this game if you kill friendly NPCs? It's interesting that they let you do that. Oh shit. It's new. Oh, it dies. Goes down easy though. Okay, this is probably a good time to get Future Marstead notes. So, Future Marstead, right now, if you press T to look at your notepad, you don't have a lot of advice. So, I would read the notepad text file as closely as you can to kind of catch yourself up on what you're doing. Right now, there's a couple things we want to do. Croax has an essence stone that we need to get and bring to Marn. No idea where Croax is. Nobody will tell you where Croax is. Possibly he's in the big like temple in the middle over there, but that place is like super heavily guarded. You probably want to go there until you can get better guns. It sounds like you can get better guns by going to the bazaar in the desert area, which you can take the portal to get there. You probably have plenty of money to find something now. It would be nice to maybe at least upgrade your pistol if nothing else. The other thing you're working on right now is getting the 3 or 4 essence idols, not essence stones, but essence idols. One of them is almost certainly going to be in this room here. Where are my keys? There we go. We need to eventually get all 4 of the essence idols, and that's going to solve a puzzle that people have introduced that's going to involve going to the different temples in this zone, finding a statue at the top of them, and then using the idol somewhere. So try to do that. Does have anything in them? Okay. I need to jump. You now have access to fast travel. It is super powerful. Use it all the time. The way fast travel works, I put notes on this in the text file, but if you press F to bring up your inventory, you have these 3 little guys, this one with this symbol, this one with a square, and this one with this guy. So these 2 are in use. This one will take you back to the main village with the Shamaz guy and the blacksmith. Every time you need to go back to that town, make sure you talk to the blacksmith and buy ammo, because you run out of ammo really fast. Always pick up ammo from him. This one is at the other Shamaz across the northeast corner of the map. This one you haven't used right now. So the way it works is you select this from your inventory, you press E to use it, puts it in your hand, you press E to drop it, and then you can use this elsewhere on the map in order to teleport. So whenever you go somewhere, you want to use this guy to drop a thing, teleport the place you want to go, drop it again to make sure your warp is still there, and then warp back, essentially. If you ever need to use dynamite, it's come up in a couple of quests. You press E to use it, E to drop it, and then you back up and shoot it with your gun. You can go into first-person mode if you zoom all the way in. That makes aiming a little bit easier for specific things like that. You probably don't want to be in first-person view when you're fighting regular enemies because there's no auto lock-on. There's a really dangerous enemy you can encounter who shoots giant mortars in the air. If you get a drop on him, he's taller. He wears like black clothes, black and white clothes. Just go into first-person view and try to take him out before he can aggro you, and he'll be a lot easier to deal with. Your save file for today is... tell you in a second. This one here, end of stream. Read the whole text file. There's a note about where the remaining 2 storehouses is. One of them's in the village and it didn't have an idol in it. That last idol is supposed to be in the temple face, so you might need to go get the 3rd idol where it says to get it. You've already done the 2 that are in the islands around the temple. get the third idol, and then maybe go to the desert area and try to get some upgrades so that you can actually raid the Temple Fae in the center here. Thanks for sharing this, Alfalfa. This game is really interesting. I'm excited to play more of it.